It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA.
Here's the Spring League star, Jake Bates, to get us started.
And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Left side, he's got Robinson.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's Young.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It'll be Young again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Young.
Got an open man. It's Pickens. Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And so the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
To throw, Young.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. To the air once more, Young.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy.
And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll look to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Back to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the
1. Williams will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Point after here coming up. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They'll go again with Tracy.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
3rd and 5.
It's Young off play action. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. They'll look to throw.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2nd and 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone. So Mike McCarthy correct in his assessment there to challenge that ruling.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down at 7. Right back to Tracy. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third down, Young from the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Young. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start. Offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Young off the play fake. Short pass caught by Henry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. On play action, Young.
He's got this complete to Robinson.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. On a jet sweep, it's Robinson. On this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They work now on 2nd and 9. Running left is Tracy.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense.
Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here is Young.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They go play action. Young.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Now a first carry for their... Puts it on the carpet. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Here's Hall again.
Gets past one man. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 17 yards out.
And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll start with a run by Tracy.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
2nd and 5.
Now Young. And it's incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
3rd down, here's Tracy.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The play fake, now Young. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now Young. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Following the interception, Young. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Young working out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Young.
He'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And his kick is indeed good, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They give him a gain of 37.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They'll run with Hall. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hall again. They'll try again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal.
This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Young to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. It's Young off play action.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Throwing, Young.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
The home team's offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw here.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Young now. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's second and a couple.
The tight end Henry here in motion. To throw, Young.
Robinson hauling it in outright.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now here's Young. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
From the 4, it's second and a couple.
Again, it's Young. Dancing to his... And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Bryce Young
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
The Young's going to throw for this.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll give to Hall.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
They'll run with Hall.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Breece Hall, 29 yards. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Young will set to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Young. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The play fake. Now Young.
He's got this complete to Robinson.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now a 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Young.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. It'll be Young again. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry.
And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now Young.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3-and-out.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here is Young.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 20, here's 2nd down at a yard.
Now Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On play action, Young. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Young. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To the air once more, Young. Short pass caught by Henry. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Young to throw it.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. It's Young off play action. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Wan'Dale Robinson
From 13 yards out.
And the Saints get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
yeah,
you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Illegal touching, offense,
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Cowboys, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.